Hi there guys and welcome back to FM 303, and as you can see on screen, yes, the FM 2020 beta has dropped, and as you can see we're getting straight into the action here on the channel as we get into our Everton save. I'm very intrigued by this. The first episode is probably going to focus around the club vision, which is something ironically when I started my FM 19 series as Leicester, I made my own club vision, my own image. I put it up on screen and talked everyone through it. So I'm going to be intrigued to see now if Sports Interactive have done what I've been looking for in the game in 2020. Right, so let's get straight down to it. Now we're meeting Bill Kenwright, the president of Everton, and he's formally welcoming us here and giving us this is a welcome pack he's given us with the facilities here. Look, the club history and the club background. That's all lovely. We're going to go to the next. I can't see anything we have to click on there. And our coaching staff has now given us our team report. Right, so this gives us a good starting point of the players we've got and who we're going to be utilising. And that's a really good core team. Like I said, the reason why I chose Everton for the beta was because I thought there was a decent core team here we could build on, hopefully a bit of transfer money. Hopefully we'll find out a bit about that in a minute. We could do some more stuff with here. A few players out on loan. We'll look into more detail of that when we get into the squad. Right, and here we go. Yes, so the club vision is what I sort of did last time. So they want us to play entertaining football. Okay, a lot of clubs want that. I think realistically that's something we're going to have to try and do. That's something Everton really want to try and reach into. It doesn't help really that Liverpool, their local rivals, do play entertaining football. So with that in mind, I think it's something we really got to focus on. Okay, we're in the 5-year plan. We've got build a new stadium and work within the wage budget, which I think we can manage quite well. That's quite simple sort of ongoing plans. End of the current season, they want us to finish in the top half. FA Cup 5th round, Carabao Cup 4th round, so nothing too challenging there. And the end of the next season, become recognised as the best of the rest. Right, so we're looking at 7th or, maybe top 6, depending on who else is up there at that time. Challenge for silverware as well, so that is something we've got to try and build upon, especially with the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. And really, yeah, okay, so European football is probably where we're going to be looking to go. But that's very interesting. I like this screen to start. It's a really good new feature in Football Manager 2020, this one. And Bill Kenwright's finishing it off now. He's welcome to Everton. Do we want to have a press conference? Yes. An intra-squad friendly? I'm going to say yes this time. I'm going to test this out. I normally don't do it. We'll have a look this time. New game, new start and all that. We're going to send an advice report for yes, we are. And we're going to confirm on that one there. And that brings us into the thing. As you can see with the main screen, not a lot has changed. It actually looks really nice, I think, really neat. A nice bit more graphical sort of updates up at the top here, a bit more snazzy in it, So let's see what new reports we got and things like that. Because obviously there's a new development centre as well in this, which we will look into in another episode. This is really going to feature on the club vision. But anyway, let's see what we got here in the news. Lewis Belmorti, our assistant coach. We can take our induction on tactics. We'll probably have a look at that in a minute. Club vision, we've seen that a moment ago. Do I want to negotiate this? I'm going to accept that vision. I'm really happy with that. I'm sure you guys would agree. It's not really a lot of pressure, surprisingly. It's less than I anticipated that we would have. And I think we can get there, so that's fine. Pre-season preparation, fitness report, Delph's back injured, okay. Squad selection rules, 8 players, yeah, so nothing changing so far. I do wonder what Brexit will have an effect in this game. Obviously in the last one it did as well. Some of the main transfer signs you already know about: Nicholas Pepe, Maguire and Hazard moving on. And yes, there's not a lot of interesting stuff there. But what we're going to start off with, let's go to the Club Vision screen again and see if there's anything else of note. It's obviously a new tab for us in the new game. So we've seen all this here. Famashari's owner status. We've got the budget adjustment. Okay, so here we go. We wanted to know how much money we've got to spend. You probably can't see it behind my head. So I'm just going to move the camera for you. Give me 1 second here. We're just going to move this webcam out of the way. As you can see now, I've moved it. The transfer budget down there is $13 million. Why is it in dollars? I might have to change that in a minute. Obviously I've got the US settings set up perhaps. It's got manager performance also listed up here as well, which is going to be very interesting. So with that being said, there's a lot of interesting stuff on this screen now. Sort of a lot of information we have on other screens in the past FMs, just brought together in a new fashion, but still looks really good. Right, a breakdown here and it tells us how we're all getting on with that. Match performances as well. Obviously none of that's come through yet. Transfer activity. Okay, so this is also like your confidence really. Your confidence in your performance and showing how you're getting on. And also we're going to have tactical confidence as well. And also your squad confidence also there. So that also sort of goes into dynamics as well, which looks very similar to last year. So that's something interesting. But anyway, right, let's have a quick look at the squad then. Right, so we've got quite a decent first team here. A lot of players, they've changed the loan colour now to like purple, which is kind of harder to see, but that's okay. We'll still be able to sort through all that and work it out. Oh, we have got Moise Kean. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, so we've got the most up-to-date transfer window as well, so that makes things nice and up-to-date for us to be able to build on this team. Let's go to our tactics now, and we really need to think about what we're going to do in regard to how we're going to build this team. So let's go to team report actually, and what I want to do is try and see if I can do the team depth chart. I liked this. I did this on the last FM. I'm glad it's still here, because what you can do is you can go through from this and literally pick apart your team now and literally try and work out which players you want to keep and which players you want to kind of move on. See what quality you've got as well in the star ratings in each position for how you want to play. So let's get into this now. Right, I've rejigged the webcam around now so we can have a look at this, the assistant report, which is under the team report area. And this is where I'm going to start, because I really want to look at what strengths we've got to start from here. I really want to maximise what we've already got in this team and then add to that. So strength-wise, we tend to take our goal-scoring chances. That's good, we're pretty clinical. Heading, physical, good. Command of area for the goalkeeper, little bit of flair. Good set pieces. Okay, so we'll look at set pieces in this episode as well. Got a determined group of players. That's good, so we'll try and add to that. Weaknesses, we're not good at marking. Okay, so perhaps we'll have to go for more of an attacking style of football. Not great in style tackling. Okay, attack will be our form of defence then. Goalkeeper's not great at handling. Perhaps more of a sweeper keeper role. Anticipation and positioning. Okay, so we need a bit more intelligence perhaps as well. And with $13 million left in the transfer budget, I'm going to have to change that at some point in a minute, but $13 million left in the transfer budget, that means we haven't got a lot to work with. But let's now go to the team depth chart, and I love this feature. Right, so this gives you obviously every player that you can got in your first team, gives you every position they can play, and then really you can remove them in order to create your ideal sort of squad. So with that in mind, let's go to the tactics now and wonder what we're going to play. I think realistically, looking at this base squad we got here, the players we're going to build around, I think we're going to go for one up front, and we need to get a new striker. I'm not sure. Maybe Moise Kean will be that guy actually. He's one option. Calvert-Lewin can do it as well. Richarlison's probably more of a winger, absolutely. So yeah, I think we're going to go with one up front. That's one thing we're going to do. I think we're going to go quite direct, and I think we're going to try and perhaps counter, maybe not counter-attack. We'll start with this and go from here anyway. 4-1-2. Yeah, something along this lines, I reckon, guys. I don't know what you reckon. I think if we build with something like this, confirm with this to start, and then tweak from here, we can really do something. So, right, we're going to go for a deep line forward on attack to start, because I'm going to look for a deep line forward to play this role for us. Wing back on the left, correct, on automatic, I think we'll go with, because we want to have him coming forward when we do attack. We'll go with a ball playing defender alongside him, because he can come out alongside the wing back line like a sweeping motion. Central defender, full back on automatic, that's fine for the moment. Happy with the 4 at the back there. Now the question is, do you want to go for an anchorman approach, or do you want to go for attacking mid approach? We're not great at defending, so I wonder if the anchorman might be the better option for us. In fact, having a look at who we got, Schneiderlin's listed. We will obviously in the next episode go through all the transfers with you all and just show you what we're going to keep and what we're going to move on in regard to players. But I don't know. Let's have a look. I think for the moment we're going to go with an attacking option, just because of the fact that we have got obviously Gylfi Sigurdsson. So we'll go for an advanced playmaker and an attacking option here. We're going to go for the inside forward here with the wing back coming forward. Inside forward who will come in and attack as well. Perhaps Moise Kean can also look at that position. Perhaps winger on support. I'm happy with their ball winner box to box. Very simple, but I think that will probably do for the moment. In fact, I'm going to swap these two around actually, because I think with the box to box I don't want him running into the area of the ball playing defender too much. So consequently, I think that will be how we're going to start with our base formation. But like I say, we might also have another formation. We have an anchor man in there as well, just to sort of make sure we're not getting too exposed. Let's use our pace, pass into space, a bit more direct, higher tempo. Should we try and play out from the back? Let's try and be risky, run at defence, play for set pieces. I like this. Try and work the water box. We'll leave that off and let the players do it. We'll counter press, distribute quickly. We will out of position, defend narrower, or should we? Yeah, we sit deeper and try and counter attack, tighter marking, because we're not very good at it anyways. Let's encourage it. And let's start with that. Very quick look through our tactics there anyway. So let's hope that is a good starting point. And now we'll go to that team report. Right, now I've had a quick look through everything. Let's just take you through now, and we're going to change our formation. I don't know why our formation's not showing our... There we go, we changed it now to show our formation, which is what we want. Brilliant. So, striking options. This is what I'm thinking so far. Oh, do you have to actually go through it one by one and remove them one at a time like that? Oh, that's really irritating. I like you can just click them clear. Right, striking wise, Moises Keane's going to be our first option at the moment. Richarlison's not going to feature up front. Calvert-Lewin will, so will Tossen just in case. Bernard and Sigurdsson won't. So we come out of that, and that gives us our three main striking options. I still want to buy a striker if I can, though. I think Tossen's going to be a good backup striker for us. I think he's going to be our target man option if we need him. And I think Moises Keane is our Jamie Vardy. He is our guy who plays on the shoulder very quick. However, I do think he might be better served as an inside forward on the left-hand side. So with that in mind, I'm thinking I might do that. So with that being said, it then just leaves Calvert-Lewin, who's a bit young. He's got potential, and he could, with a bit of nurturing, be the guy. But there's still something we have to look at. Let's enter the attacking midfield position now. Right, so we're going to have Sigurdsson and Gomez. They're going to be our main two in the middle. Alex Iwobi won't be playing middle. Neither will Tom Davies. He's more deeper. Neither will Bernard in the middle there. Neither will Delph or Calvert-Lewin. So that gives us our two main attacking mid options. Both are decent. On the left-hand side now, as you can see with the star rating, it shows you what positions they're best served in. We know Sigurdsson's not going to feature on the left-hand side. Iwobi will. Richarlison will. Keane might. Calvert-Lewin we're going to take out. Andre Gomez isn't going to be playing on the left. I don't know why he's listed on there. For the moment, we're going to take Moises Keane out. He is an option we're going to think about there for the future. So on the left now, you can see at least with Bernard, Iwobi and Richarlison. And on this side, we're going to have a quick look as well. Richarlison is actually mainly on the right, so actually we'll take him off the left for the moment. Sorry, I'm just changing my mind here as we go. It's part of learning what you're doing as you go along, isn't it? Walcott could be a striker really as well. I just don't think so. I think he'll have to be on the right, utilise his pace if we're going to bring him into this team. So we might still need another option there as well. When you strip the team back a bit now, you start realising just how bare it possibly looks when you drop them down to one role in the squad. So we do this now here with the rest of the team. So we got Iwobi's not going to play there, neither Schneider then. So we got Delph, Davis and Kabamba. He's got a long-term injury as well. Delph isn't going to play there, neither's Gomez, neither Sigurdsson. So this leaves us a little bit short now, just with Snyder then, I believe, actually, as well. Yeah, so that's gonna... Let's balance it up for a minute, actually. Hang on a second here. I think we've slightly unbalanced that. Give it a Delph from this one. As I said, they're not naturally set up position for position right now. It's just to give us an idea of numbers and where we need to improve. Going to the defence now, Lucas Digne and Leighton Baines are going to be our main two. Delph can play there as a utility as well, which is very helpful, but I think we have to use his experience in the middle. Right hand side, Coleman and Siderby. Holgate's going to be in the centre for us. He's more of a central option. And then we've got Keane, Yerry Minna, who I'm quite a fan of. Holgate as well, so drop some of these players out here. Holgate, we've only got 3 central defenders, which is quite worrying, so I'm going to have a look into the academy as well. 2 goalkeepers. So as you can see, first team wise, we've only got 15 million to spend. We've got a bit of work to do, so I'm going to have to get out there and do a bit of scouting in a minute. Looking at the money you've got, we're going to have to promote 1 or 2 for the under 23s, I think, before we even get into transfers. So let's see what we got down there. Starting to buy Ellis Sims, young striker. I do want to buy a striker, I think. Oh, it's saying that Mampala's alright, isn't he? Look at this chap. Heading's decent, finishing's decent. 18 years old, so you can send him out on loan. You will notice in the under 23s, I'm one of those guys that I transfer these players and put me under 23s. I'm probably losing money consequently, but I did it to get them out of the way, so that's what I've done for the moment. Nias is down in the under 23s, just chilling at the moment. Kieran Phillips is an option. I think I'll send him out on loan first, but he is someone we can look at. I know he's prolific as well at the lower leagues, so he's someone to consider. Anthony Evans, right. Doesn't look much up on his technicals, but his mentals are very good for a 20-year-old. I think it's time now to gamble on him and get him into the first team. So we're going to squad him up to the senior squad a minute. We're not going to do any of the agreed playing time at this time. Perhaps we'll get to that later. Some of these players out on loan, like Kieran Dow, I'd like to have back. Unfortunately, we can't recall him. There's not the option, but he'd fill a gap for me as well at this time. I think defensively and in the midfield, I also need to have a look. I think we got great cover for fullback, ironically. Morgan Feeney, 20-year-old centre-half. Oh, he's not bad. Bravery's decent. Heading's decent. His tackling's not great. Ugh. He's wanted by loan, possibly be better. Yeah, I think loan would be better for him at this time. The more regular football to try and improve that tackling. Matty Folds is a left back, which isn't too helpful. As same goes with Lewis Gibson, because we've got left back well covered. So essentially, we're going to have to get something in central defence. Benny, he looks decent actually, doesn't he? He's quite well rounded. He's not brilliant, but we are lacking in that defensive mid option, so we'll also put him into the first team now. And with that, we'll be able to have a look. That's looking a little bit neater. Take them off loan because they're going to have to feature. So that takes that one off. Anthony Evans and Benny Benin, welcome to the first team Everton squad here on the FM20 Beta on FM303. Absolutely delightful stuff here. Go to the team report now to our team depth chart just to add them in. Right, Evans is going to play in the hole, so we're going to take him out of these ones here. Just quickly take him out right and left side, so he's in the hole now as one of our backup options. So that's that position pretty much covered. I think Sigurdsson's going to have to be a big part of how we play in that one anyway. And with Benin, we can also now remove some of these other guys here. A second, hang on, Evans. I don't like how it populates them everywhere because I kind of wish I could just set it so it populate them in one place. It just make it a little bit easier when it comes to sorting them out. But there we go now. So we're looking a bit more healthier now anyway, so that's something. And yeah, I think we've got something we can build with here in the beta for Everton. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this first episode on the Football Manager 2020 beta series with Everton. Great to see the club vision. I really enjoyed that part of the game because that's something I've always tried to add to myself when I'm thinking about a club and what I want to do with them. So to actually have it in the game is great. So have a look at it's even better. In the next episode, we'll have a look at the youth development side of things in a bit more depth. We have popped in briefly in this episode, but we'll go into that in a bit more and do the breakdown of how all that works, and also look at some more options in the under 18, see if any of them are any good, because we might need to boost up this first team a bit. Not to mention, we'll get in some transfers, because everyone wants to see some transfers of Football Manager, don't they? Anyway, please like, subscribe and comment. Thank you very much for watching. See you again soon for the next episode on Everton Beta Football Manager 2020.